Libra, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Blue Mountains Tarot. This is going to be your general reading for the first half of April. Please keep that in mind. Only take messages that resonate for you. I do offer personal readings. If you're interested, you can contact me below in the description box to set that up. And thank you in advance, Libra, for all of your likes, shares, comments, subscriptions, contribution to the channel. I really do appreciate that. Let's take a look here. Libra, first half of April. What is the message for Libra? What is happening with Libra? Ooh, High Priestess, Pisces energy. Okay, you're definitely guarding something that you know here. You're protecting something. You're like, don't go there, or don't, you're not. I want to know. I kind of feel, or I wonder if you're definitely protecting something here that's for your highest good, something that's meaningful to you or a truth of yours. But I also get this vibe that you're kind of like, don't push me to tell the truth. The truth can hurt sometimes. So sometimes it's like we keep things to ourselves. The Nine of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, and the Hangman. It's interesting because the Five of Pentacles would be feeling left out. It would be feeling like you're struggling, but the Nine of Pentacles is like, I don't need anybody. I'm good on my own. I'm independent. I'm strong. And I feel like you're leaning in that area here, Libra, where it's reminding you that a situation in your life or someone in your life, they could have held you back with this Hangman. Great perspective maybe to learn from. But it's something that really ultimately is a struggle. It's something that keeps you stuck. And I think that it's, what you are protecting as well is all of the hard work and all that you've learned in life, all that you know, and how that serves you, how that kind of preserves you, protects you, how it serves you, knowledge, wisdom, the things that you've learned, the hard work that you've put in, the money that you've saved, the independence that you've grown. How is that serving you in your life? Probably pretty good. And you have to protect that. You can't just give it away or, sacrifice or, allow someone to pull you down kind of thing, to hold you back, to you sacrifice while they don't kind of thing. Let me just clarify something here. I do feel that you're, it's like this, again, knowledge, wisdom, something that you're kind of safeguarding or protecting, but I think it's you as a whole and all that you're growing, all that you're doing, the things that you're building and working hard at. It's like you need to safeguard that hard work. You need to protect that because some of you may have already come out of or gone through a very struggling moment in your life. And you can't just let that all wash away after all the work you've done. It's like you've already gone through a difficult time, maybe financially with the Five of Pentacles. And it's like when you've built yourself back up and you dug yourself out of a hole, you have the Nine of Pentacles, it's respecting what you've struggled through, so that you don't repeat past patterns, old patterns. Let me just clarify this. I feel like, I don't know why, but I feel like Eight of Pentacles. For some reason. What are these two? Yeah, the Four of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. So it's like, you don't need to be disappointed here, Libra, after all the good things that are made for you, the things that are changing your life for the better. It's kind of like you've maybe been down that slumpy road or that struggling road or that broke road financially, whatever that is. I feel like life is really giving you an opportunity to really rise up and say, hey, Libra, this chance or this offer or opportunity doesn't always come around. It could be a once in a lifetime or a very rare occurrence. Cherish that, value that, take care of that. Don't sacrifice yourself. Don't let it be slipping through your fingers when it's something that was meant for you. Especially if it's something that you've sacrificed and worked hard for. Don't let an opportunity that comes around very rarely or once in a lifetime or something like that to be like, disregarded, or don't disappoint yourself. Okay, you may disappoint somebody else, but that's not your responsibility on how they take things. Don't disappoint yourself, because you may do that by giving away in order to appoint. Why do I want to say appoint? But to please or to fulfill or to make somebody else feel good. Excuse me. While you're like, man, that is a big opportunity that you've earned or that you deserve or that you've worked hard for, only to let it be taken for granted, or to be somebody who doesn't necessarily appreciate. Okay, let's see what else is going on here. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. What's the Wheel of Fortune for Libra? The World. Okay. It is a sense of victory, the World, but it's the end of a cycle, because something else is meant for you. Something good for you is coming forward. Again, you've overcome something here, Libra. You've ended that cycle. And it's like, don't repeat an old cycle. This is new energy with the world, with the Wheel of Fortune. The world is ending, closing out, putting that behind you and moving into fresh new beginnings, new opportunities, new things that are changing your life. So I feel like a lot of you, or some of you, are going through a stage, an area of your life where the rougher or the tougher or the difficult times are sort of moving through. They're cycling themselves out. They're being put behind you. But it's to make you recognize that you maybe had to go through that to realize things, but you also need to see all the benefit and the good things to be reminded, like, hey, cherish this, take care of this, treat yourself, make this yours, not everyone else's at your expense, kind of thing. There is a bit of travel there, of course, with the World, but that could be something that you're looking at. Tell me about the High Priestess. What's the High Priestess for Libra? The Ten of Wands. Yeah, see, this is the burdens that it's regarding for you, the High Priestess, your higher self. This is the end of that time frame, or the burdens. And again, it's reminding you to protect, like I was saying earlier, whether that's money, knowledge, information, wisdom, whatever this is, you know the answers to things, the truth, what's for your highest good, and you've carried that burden. And I think life is letting you release these burdens, and it's reminding you, you remember when you were in a burdensome situation, or you carried the load, or you did, something here. So there's something, again, that's the end of that. The World, end of a cycle, Ten of Wands, end of that, releasing, letting go of the heavy things. Okay. You knew this, or your higher self knew this. Maybe you did this. Maybe you were ignoring your intuition. Maybe your intuition was saying, I should maybe be watchful, be protective, self-preservation, and but sometimes we learn by carrying a heavy load. We learn by going through struggles, by being, held back, by losing certain things, whatever that may be. Is there anything else with the High Priestess? I'm just curious for you guys. Ten of Wands. Is there anything else here for Libra? The Devil. Yep. So listening to your intuition and it can, these, the devil, negative energy, toxic energy, addictions, things that we held on to, things that whatever you were gripping onto, Libra, you paid the price. Whatever you were addicted to, whoever you were addicted to, whatever this is, you paid the price. You carried the burden. It was on your back. So, because maybe you were attached, because you weren't able to let go, you weren't listening maybe, or you were disregarding your higher self, your higher calling, the benefit for you. So again, I think that you're in this place of great change, of positive things, of a lot of blessings, a lot of abundance, things coming in your field, in your reality, opportunities to build and grow in that independence. So this High Priestess, Nine of Pentacles, and it's sitting beside the 5, is like, you're good on your own. Learn to protect your individuality or your independence with that 7 of Wands. Not to give away your independence or all the things that you're the all-knowing energy of the High Priestess, at the cost of burdening you. Could have been somebody in your life here, Libra, who put a lot of onus on you, or a lot of baggage, or a lot of responsibility, or dumped their stuff on you, made you more responsible, gave you all of their problems, dumped their toxic energy onto you, because maybe you're like, hey, I know the answer to that, or I know how to heal that, or you made yourself available. Okay. You've got Capricorn energy. You could have been dealing with a Capricorn. The good thing is that you've learned here, the wisdom that you've learned, again, you've learned a lot about yourself. You've learned about, what's the highest for you, what's good for you, and not to give that away so easily. Okay. Anything else here? Yeah, you don't really want to look back at a disappointing situation, at a struggling situation, something that disappointed you, put you in a slump or something like that. You need to protect your independence right now. What's other healing advice for Libra? King of Swords. Who's this? Or what is this? Queen of Swords. Okay, well, this is quite the match. I think King and Queen of Swords are both very logical people. A conversation, learning a lot of lessons. There could be somebody here that you connect with who teaches you a lot, vice versa. I think it's somebody who's on the same page, because I see here with the High Priestess where you have a lot of this, something that you're not necessarily sharing, showing, revealing. You're keeping the truth to yourself. But when you meet or when you connect with like another air sign, maybe, you have a chance to kind of like, there's a bit of the airwaves is what I'm getting, where you like exchange knowledge, information, somebody that you can make decisions with. Let's see here what that's about. So I feel like you're maybe aligning with another air sign. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Let's see, King and Queen of Swords. This is somebody who relates with you, the same kind of thinking, the same kind of decisions, the same kind of mindset, on the same level logically. Page of Pentacles, conversing with, and the Empress. Yeah, so this is somebody who comes into your life here, Libra, who truly, like, wants to see the highest version of yourself, vice versa. The Empress is abundance. You may have had somebody here who you had to kind of like, I see this as a child and a mother, like a page and an Empress. So there is motherly energy there, but I feel like it's somebody here who has a conversation, but I don't know. It's kind of like, I feel like the King and Queen are on the same headspace. They're on the same mindset. They're relatable. They relate to each other. It's the male version and the female version. And this is what brings the best out in you, or in the divine feminine. It brings the best out in both of you, but I feel like it's somebody that comes to you or makes you an offer, an opportunity, something here with this Page of Pentacles, conversation of sorts, that really sees you and heightens where you're going from a high priestess to this Empress energy. So there's a lot of divine feminine here, but you're definitely, I think you're letting go or stepping away or being reminded, like, to protect all of that, into that growth, that abundance, that the things that you have, and to be able to give that to the right individual, give that to somebody who honors you or appreciates you. There could be something here about helping children, or helping those who are not quite at that ability, let's say, or maybe somebody didn't feel they could measure up. But I feel like it's more about helping those who are in a developing or growing stage of their life. Seems like conversation, intellectual, learning how to make decisions, somebody who may help you as well make decisions. There could be that indecisive energy at times with air signs, or trying to kind of solidify, and you may meet somebody who helps you sort of make decisions with you, teaching you something, learning something. This is for your higher, very much so with the Empress. A lot of healing there. Okay. It's like, wait for that type of offer here, Libra, Empress energy. Wait for that, the real deal kind of thing. Somebody who's got a lot of unconditional energy with them. Again, you're safeguarding your hard work, your effort, your energy, the things you've worked hard for, maybe your wealth, your money, Empress is definitely well taken care of. But will give to those, or helping those who are growing in some level. I think well, let's see here. You've got Pisces, Capricorn are your main. I think some of you are going to have an interesting connection, conversation, maybe something to do of the mind, let's say, learning something with another air sign. And there could be quite the partnership there that grows into something more meaningful. So something to keep an eye on. I'm going to do the well-being cards for you guys. I've been using the Bird Oracle, but sometimes I just feel like I'll use different cards. Let's see what we got for you today. This is the Abraham Hicks Teachings of Abraham, the well-being cards. What's the message for Libra? Something about learning lessons here as well. Not returning back to difficult times. Cherishing all that you've had opportunities and not taking that for granted. I want to feel good. Today, no matter where I am going, no matter what I am doing, no matter who I am doing it with, it is my dominant intention to see that which I am wanting to see. So, yeah, I guess sometimes we see what we want to see in life, or in people, or in situations. So whatever makes you feel good here, I guess that's what you want to be doing. You want to feel good. And I think that's good because as well, again, you may be reflecting or being like, I don't want to feel like that anymore. I don't want to feel 4 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. Ten of Wands, the Devil. I don't want to feel like crap. I don't want to feel left out. I don't want to feel sludgy and disappointed and meh. Maybe that's one of the things. And sometimes I think here there's a lot of independence with the Nine of Pentacles, the High Priestess. And if feeling good means doing that by yourself or doing that in your own energy field or doing that until you connect with somebody who gets you mental stimulation, someone that makes you feel good because you connect mentally, you connect on the same wavelength kind of thing. So for some of you, your feeling good may be about doing this within your own company, being your own best friend kind of thing. All right, Libra, I hope this message helps. I want to wish you guys a great day. Thank you so much for all of your likes, shares, and comments, subscriptions as well. I appreciate that. Have a great day. I will see you soon. Take care.